Welcome, Dad, to the San Jacinto paddleboard build. You can see here I started out by getting some marine grade plywood, cutting out a whole bunch of paper, gluing them all on with some adhesive spray. That was a joy. Then before I cut them out on my trusty dusty Amazon cheap bandsaw, I used my cheap Amazon Wen drill to cut some lightning holes. I tried various methods. I ended up in the end using the Forstner bit and a jigsaw for some of it. What a mess. Sometimes I just hurled them on the ground and hoped to poke a hole in them. That was miserable. Anyway, I think that's like 5 or 6 mil. Basically, I don't know what it is. It's marine grade plywood. It's not cheap. 200 bucks a sheet, or yeah, 100 bucks a sheet, 200 bucks for the two of them. Anyways, you can see I start cutting out with the bandsaw. My nice trusty LED light. And yeah, I got an extra picture in there. Not sure why. So here I've just placed it kind of together to get a feel of how it's going to go together. It was quite a little journey trying to get all the pieces lined up perfectly. It's just laying there. You can see the spine's not straight, but I'm going to glue those tabs down here. You'll see in a minute. You see the glue, hot glue gun. I glued them down and got everything all squared up. Snapped a line down the middle and tried to follow it the best I could. It's pretty straight. It might wiggle a little in the water, but nah, whatever. And just trying to lay out stuff there to get an idea of how the stuff's all going to go on there. In the end, I'm just going to go with straight. There's my planer. I was missing a bolt when I bought it. First time I turned it on, I found it because it hurled it down the driveway. Didn't seem to chip any of the blades, so hopefully it was just caught in the roller and fired it out. It was like a cannon. Just missed my new car. It was fancy. There's the trusty dusty Wen bandsaw. What a mess. Anyway, you can see I've started the first 8 footers are only going to come to there, so I had to glue on an extra little strip so that the next pieces come would have something to glue to. I'm not going to scarf them. I'm just going to put a little filler strip in there. It's like a, I don't know what you'd call it, something to kind of break it up, because the strips are different widths and I don't know what to do with that. So I'm just going to glue a little strip between the two sections of decking and go from there. I'm using polyurethane glue. You can see it there. It just swells right up, fills in all the cracks. Great stuff. Cheap, 30 bucks a bottle. Thought I might as well have an extra one laying around that I just let harden. And there's the side that hasn't been glued on yet. I'm gonna get them glued on one of these days. And here's the decking. I've laid them all, clamped them up, and then used my trusty dusty compressor and a sander, a random orbital sander, to get all the edges smooth so they'd be glued up nice. And maybe one of these days, Dad, I'll be able to travel again and come and see you and Mom. Miss yous, but that should give you an idea of what's going on with the San Jacinto paddleboard.